with the edits. Oh, it's on 100. Hey, charger. Or not charger. The iPad. She's done. She is done. Charging. Charging. We're going up. I be hurrying to jump on the live. I pulled up, it was 8:01. I'm like, come on, man. Sorry for this nose shot. Was good. Thanks for the like. What's happening? Bro, the most irritating thing. My street is no more than 25 miles an hour, right? I hate when people speed up. Why are you, like, if there's a sign posted that says, hey, you're not supposed to be going more than 25 miles per hour. And then there's like that digital sign that will get the digital screen that will get your actual speed in real time, you know, or the screen will change or whatever. Nobody be like, because it leads to a main street. Nobody be trying to follow the directions. That's why I'm like, whenever I have to move, I try not to move like on a main street. It's not a main street, but it's like it connects to a main street. So you get just about anybody like coming through here. You see me slowing down. I'm just like, bro, I'm looking at you like, what are you doing? Because why are you speeding up? There's a stop sign and then there's another stop sign you need to go to. So like, why would you go more than 25? Like, okay, you know, if there wasn't stop signs, people don't like to listen to the law anyway. Fine, go 25. But like, if you have to just stop immediately, it does not make sense. That's like the stupidest thing I see is just like, you just not want me to go home. You want me just to wait in the street so you can go because you're like just a selfish driver. Just let me turn, bro, like you heard the engine kick in. Like that's the crazy thing. You heard bro's engine. Like, where do you need to be? You should have left earlier. I had to leave earlier. They got a new construction thing for the school and all of that. So I had to go all the way around. But I planned for that. Well, at least I tried to plan to leave early. You know, we still starting the live at the same time. So, was good. Okay. Nothing really with the Dunkin'. No Dunkin' story today. They was pretty quick with it. There were like a few people in line, but they got to me relatively quick. So it was all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I was listening to the radio though. What's good, chat? And they were talking about like Oprah and how she flaunts her wealth. I guess she was, maybe somebody was talking about her. Another like celebrity was talking about Oprah. Everybody know who Oprah is. You get a car. You get a car. And then like, but nobody talks about like the negative stuff that happened. Cause like they just see all the positive. Is it a philanthropist? I don't know if I would say humanitarian, but like what Oprah is trying to do and what her legacy and all that stuff. I know she came from nothing. I know she has her stories and stuff like that, but it seems like some stuff she just don't follow through on. Now let me clear that up, because like this, like I said, I was listening to the radio coming home today, and they're like the radio host is like, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel weird when people talk about Oprah in a negative way. This is what I mean. I don't think she follows through on stuff. You get a car. You get a car. And then they don't talk about how those people could not afford the car payments or whatever it was, the insurance that came with it, and a lot of those cars got repossessed. When I was a kid, you remember she built the school in Africa? And apparently there's been a lot of like SA and stuff going on. And the school isn't really being regulated like it needs to be. These are just my thoughts. There's always like the yin to the yang, the good and the bad, right? The last thing I remember, she was trying to do a donation with no, this was crazy. The radio said, how much is Oprah worth? $3 billion with a B. Thank you for the like. With a B. Why are you sitting on, did I see it on Instagram or TikTok? Why are you sitting on here with Dwayne Johnson, you know, The Rock? and y'all trying to raise a measly $10,000. Girl, if you don't just get the checkbook out and just write a check for $10,000, like that, people are talking about, I just love how she just, she flaunts her wealth and she like acts her wage. And like, yeah, that's fine to act your wage, but it's just like, come on, don't be on here trying to do fundraisers, bro. Just write the check. If I had money like that, when I get to a point, because I've always wanted to be a humanitarian and give back, and I've always been trying to do stuff in the community. It's hard out here to get funding and stuff. But if you just got funding to like for real change people's lives, why aren't you just writing checks? They said she's on Instagram and she just be flaunting and or frolicking in her backyard because she's just rich and wealthy. That's fine. But it's just like when you now at this point, it's just like, okay, how old are you? You've had a couple billion for a minute now. Why aren't you just writing checks? Why are you trying to get the regular 9 to 5 people to help contribute to this $10,000, bro? Get it over with. So that's my hate. That's my hate. Like, you can be wealthy, but it's just like, I don't think wealthy people are ever really nice people. There's always like somebody's head had to get stepped on for you to be where you're at. You had to do just enough good things for people to consider you a good person when you're wealthy and just disregard all of the bad things that you've done. That's literally how like the public looks at people. Well, look, she opened a school. Okay, but are we following up with the teachers? She gave people cars. Okay, but now these people can't afford the cars. You know what I mean? So that's just my little my thought of the day, I suppose. My mom loved Oprah too. I don't know, she probably still does, but I'm just like, hey, two sides to the quarter, two sides to the coin. You know. What are you talking about? Nobody is advertising. That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna just put you in a timeout. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just giving you a perspective. There's the yin to the yang. There's just balance, bro. I don't want to hear that mess, because I think you missed the point of what I was saying. Yes, she has done a lot of good things, but I just don't think she followed up on doing those good things to keep them moving, So anyway, that's my TED talk. I'm done. I'm done talking about Oprah. That I literally stepped out of the car. That was like the last topic I heard on the radio. So I'm like, okay, I'm still kind of thinking about this. Here, let me share my thoughts. So probably today we're going to finish up the afro and we'll move on to the picture frames. Tomorrow is order pickup, so I'm going to remind my clients about the things that they need to pick up. Hey, what's good? Yeah, I need to, one of these days, make sure I head to the office. I took all of my yoga mats out. I'm having a good day. Are you having a good day? I hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, I need to make space because then I'll need to get groceries. I led a men's group yoga class. It was all men last evening, so I have a bunch of yoga mats in my car. And then we go to the pumpkin patch this week, and I don't want the mats to get dirty, so I have to figure out when I can clear out my trunk. I'm having a good day. I hope you are, Amanda. Nothing really on the agenda though. I try to like come up with like funny titles and funny thumbnails for my live. So welcome here if you're new. What is it? Talking and tinkering. Tuesday talking and tinkering. So I try to do like something kind of funny, like, wait a minute, what's this about? And then, we can come click on it and we say hi in the live. Yesterday was just kind of a go, go, go day, though. I didn't get home until after 7. That men's class, it was really nice. Like, they meet once a month. And my friend actually started the little organization they got going on. Shout out to Corey. And invited me to lead yoga for the men's group. They have food, and Corey's mom made some pasta. The pasta was really good. There was pasta and garlic bread. There was a salad. There was salmon and some spinach. I'm like, okay. Mama's was hooking it up. It was good. And it was just late because the thing was like 5:30 to 7. So they came in, they ate for the first half an hour, and then we did like an hour of yoga. Yeah. And just, it was chill. I didn't want to do like an up and down type of class. I tried to keep it restorative. So we were laying on our backs for most of the class, doing supine twists, lay in the bed, not on the bed, but lay on the mat, twist your leg over yourself, pull your knees in the chest. We were doing a lot of stuff like honestly you could do from your bed. Yeah, it was chill, but I just got home late. I had a early afternoon class. Bro, this is like how my side quest be going on. What's good? Welcome to the live. My side quest. I ended up taking a Zumba class. Bro, what? So, let me get my water. I think I'm gonna charge my phone today, so we're not gonna use the microphone. Let me get my tripod, and then because then I'll be able to hold my phone up, and then the charger can just be plugged in once we get set up. I forgot my thought of what I was saying. It's a Zumba class. I was not expecting to do that. I had this hat on. I came to teach yoga, and yoga's a little more. This is an older group, so we were moving a little more slowly, whatever. I got y'all charging right now. And then the Zumba instructors, they're like, I forgot my my boom box, my music, my speaker. And I was like, oh, there's one over there. There's a big old one. Like, bro, why are you getting one so big? Like, I thought mine was big. Like, if you're not like I'm gonna say this because one of my friends is, if you're not like a wedding planner or an event person, why do you need a speaker that need to sit up this tall off the floor? That's crazy. So they're like, yeah, that's like the one I got at the house. Let me see if I can hook it up. And then it died. The speaker died. So I'm like, well, you can just use mine. So I'm like, I can't leave now because they're borrowing my speaker for the class that they're about to teach. So I end up joining a Zumba class, and I was doing it. They was doing like, hold on. They was doing like a chair part. It was like, and you had to like stomp your feet. It was like, and they was putting they back into it. Hold on, they was like, and twist, do and twist. Okay, switch it. I got my slippers on. They had me doing all of that. I can't even do the footwork. I can't think of the pattern. I felt like I was at a wedding. I'm joking. When they be doing the line stuff. That was my side quest, and probably why I was extra tired yesterday. And then I still had to pick my husband up from work, came home so he could shower and stuff, go back out so I could get dropped off to teach that evening class. So it was a long day. Trying to show y'all. So we are almost done with the mouse pads. I'm chopped. We're almost done with the mouse pads. I just need to finish her hair. We should probably finish that before 9. Now that's like, I never know my speed for the day, but we should probably finish this before 9. And then since I'm already using black, I'm going to move on to the picture frame. The picture frame is going to be black and white. So hopefully that goes relatively fast. Yeah. Open house is this Saturday, 12 to 5 p.m. Reiki teacher training is the day after, the 19th, and that's the master level. So I'm a yoga master. I've been certified since 2018, and I do educational training. So if you want to get certified for Reiki, actually, you should just follow Ashlee's Crazy Yoga. That's my Instagram and my Facebook, and that's where I'm posting. Like, I host my Reiki teacher trainings I think 4 times a year. I'll do the Reiki teacher training, but I also offer, if none of those dates work with you and we need to build around your schedule, I try to do them on Sundays because it's a weekend day and I'm like, maybe this might have more open availability for people. But if you want to do like a fast track program, you can contact me and we can do virtual. I've done virtual fast track programs, certifying people one-on-one. And I've also had people come to my office or to my studio and do the fast track. So if you want to set your own schedule, you can. When I do the Reiki teacher trainings, we do level 1, which is the history, the education. I'm certified in the Usui style of Reiki. There's a couple different styles, just like there's a couple different styles of yoga. There's a couple different styles of Reiki, but I personally have been certified in the Usui style of Reiki healing since 2018. I did my training and it was spread out. I think it was like once a month. So I did it, felt like actually the whole year, because they would do it once a month and then you do a retrain. So once you go through the program once and you want to be an apprentice, you don't have to pay again. So anyway, thank you for the likes. My teacher did it once a month, but I'm offering it to fit it in 1 month. So you'll come every Sunday. So we had level 1 on the 5th, history of Reiki, where it came from, where it originated, and how it got to the United States. It actually started from Dr. Usui, Mikio Usui, in Japan, and then Miss Hiwata Takawa brought it to the United States. So you get to learn about the history of Reiki healing. Usually, like, not saying usually, obviously it's level 1, but that's usually a pretty good place to start. Like, whoa, that's pretty cool that like it came from here. And I believe, I had to check my books, but I believe I'm the 10th generation. So everyone who has been certified and done trainings through me is now the 11th generation. But I have like the list of everyone's name going way back to the originator, Dr. Usui. So I know we're going on a tangent, but yeah. Level 2 is strengthening your energy work to the 2nd degree, and then you get to learn how to the symbols of Reiki. There's 3 symbols we'll learn in level 2, and how to give distant Reiki, which is really cool. So you can give distant Reiki. I would, if you do shadow work, I would add this to your practice of being able to heal your inner child or heal your past self as you're working, you know what I mean? So when you learn the distant Reiki healing symbol, you have to be attuned to it. It does nothing if you're just, trying to search it up online. That's what my master teacher explained to me. So you actually have to come to the training to be certified so the energy can work. The distant Reiki is really cool. So you can send it to your past or your future, or if you want to send healing now in the 2nd degree, you can also do Reiki healing on or send it to others distantly. Someone who is not local, not in the same state as you or the same country, you could also do like a Reiki session like that. And then the last level is the master level or the 3rd degree. The last 3 symbols you learn, and then also how to do attunements and how to attune people from a level 1 or a pre-Reiki person. Somebody just coming into Reiki, you can attune them to level 1, and if they're a level 1, you can attune them to level 2. If they're level 2, then the final level you can attune as a master to master, a master to the master or 3rd degree level. So This Sunday will be the master teacher training. You do have to do the level 1 and level 2 first. If you already did the previous levels with a different instructor, I just ask that people send their certificates in. The last Sunday is, I think I'm getting a cold from my son. This is probably my second cold this school year. Um, the last Sunday is the integration of crystals and sound healing. So during a Reiki session, you've seen my office. You have a massage table, and you'll learn how to use singing bowls and tuning forks and rain sticks, whatever like sound healing instrument you want to learn how to use, or like you know, just incorporate into your practice. You also, like, if you want to actually learn how to play music and can read music, you know, I would suggest learning the instrument. Like if it was a tong drum or a kalimba, like a little, I think they call it, like a finger piano is like a kalimba. But if you want to add instruments like that. Okay, let's set this up. Any other notes? 10% off all of my fall and fall and Halloween decor, clothing, etc. I'm spitting in my chin. I'm gonna grab my light. I know I said a lot. I'm sorry I overwhelmed you. We're trying to get the light up in here. Is it too heavy? Ain't no way, bro. Why you cook it? My light too heavy. Because I don't know where to put it. I want to be able to see who up in here. Okay, it's a little crooked, but I hope we can deal with that. Let's get to the black. I gotta rethread it and everything. I thought it was just a tripping hazard, so I unthreaded it in this mess over here. Trying to keep it clean. So, turn this light on too. No. I already forgot my thought. Okie dokie. I've been trying to post more on TT, the TT app. Sounds like I'm talking about somebody's auntie. Yeah, and you can follow me there for little videos outside of the live. Put in clips to cool music is what I like to do. If I hear a cool one, I'm like, oh, how could I make this like a fashion video? Something like that. Or me working on it. So my TT, you know what I'm talking about, is my name, same as this channel, if you want to follow me there. I meant to tell y'all, I had like a really cool, like it was 6 in the morning I had this experience this morning. Y'all already heard me go on my rant about craft markets and how, like, bro, hey, if I'm keeping it a bean, we gotta get rid of the 3D stuff. If you not, I only seen like one video on TikTok. Well, it's because I was recommended it. It's not something I was actively searching. Maybe if I searched it, I would find the videos I'm looking for. But where I seen somebody actually use a 3D printer to make like a tray to hold their makeup brushes, or like this clip, this really handy clip that holds something together. People actually using the 3D printer to make it functional. You spend all that money to make a 3D dragon or a fidget spinner. Like, come on, bro. What is different from yours that I could... They had them at Home Depot at one point. This is how old I am. When I worked at Home Depot, they had the fidget spinners coming out. And I think I got one, or I got gifted one. And I don't even know where they at now. They might be thrown away. But that's way back. You brought this just go look up how much a 3D printer is. You spent this much money just to make a fidget spinner. Why wouldn't you make it like helpful in your day to day? So I saw a really cool video highlighting how this lady made 3D stuff. But like, look, you go to a market, bro. I'm not trying to see a dragon every 3 or 4 boots. What makes yours different from the guy next door? It got my name on it. You didn't even put no different wrapping paper on it. See, it would be cool, bro. Free game. It would be cool. You 3D printed something, okay, fine. It's the same regular stuff. But then you used your Cricut and you put like a vinyl of your logo on it. Now it looks legit. Because you know when you buy toys, they be having the engravings, the branding of the business on it. Now if you did it like that, okay, it's a basic toy, but now I see you care about the branding. You care about getting your brand out there, not just making a quick dollar off of people. You want to get your brand out there so people be like, yeah, I just supported this small business. Oh, where'd you get it from? You look down at it, it's blank. You see what I mean? Free game. That's why I'm always trying to, like, put your logo on stuff. Yes, a one-off. When I make my custom rugs, add the logo, add that tag on it, Don't make it obnoxious now. It, like this corset, different story. I wouldn't put the branding on it like that. And I don't even know how I would do that with the material, because y'all seen the material. But that's just free game. Anyway, we're on a tangent. There's a lady talking about, I'm tired of seeing the AI tumblers. I really don't like tumbler stands. Until I see somebody actually drawing, like somebody going to Procreate and they design the cups. Like you design the design that goes on the cup. You design that, you upload it yourself, and you actually got the dimensions right. And you made like a cool design. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't got anything. I don't know. You drew this. This is a box. You drew this box, this colorway. You had this, you imagine that, wrap around the cup. You saw, okay, you another Tumblr business, but you actually put your art on there. You didn't go on Cricut.com and look up flowers. I want to put some gnomes on it. Can I put some pencils because I'm giving it to a teacher? That is so overdone. You know how many kids the teacher got and how many moms probably got a Cricut? Okay, I'm going on a tangent. I'm just saying, adding that extra detail is what, personally for me, persuades me as somebody who's at a craft market shopper. Oh, so you made this. Yeah. But you did something different with, you know what I mean? You put your imprint on it. I don't know how to explain it, man. You thought outside the box. You did the same thing, but that's what they say, reinvented it. I'm just talking. I feel like I could be a pastor. I'm joking. What's good? I believe it or not, I actually came from like a Baptist home. So like my grandfather was a pastor. My uncle, I think 2 of my uncles are pastors, bro. And you know how pastors, they be talking and then they be taking that breath. Because I be saying that. I'm just talking. I'll say something, but I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm just being ugly, y'all. Okay. But so the video, she was going on about how she sees the same thing. And bro, why are MLMs even at Marcus? You ain't make nothing at your table. Yeah, not like everyone else is. So I made a comment and then I posted a picture of my booth. And I was like, yeah, it's hard out here. I make everything from scratch. Everything comes from my heart. And I'm here in Wisconsin. That was my post. I commented a picture of my booth. It's hard out here trying to be in these markets, and then people don't just be doing it the lazy way. low-key just to make your table look full, but it's just full of junk, you know? I just did the same. This lady, I'm like, it's not even fair. Just a bin. You just brought bins of shit. Never mind. But okay, so from that comment, it's hard out here. And then somebody commented under my photo and they're like, bro, I met you. I said, what? Yeah, I met you at the South Milwaukee Market this year. I'm going to follow. I was like, what? That was so cool. It's cool, like, who you meet. I don't know. Who you meet. Then people be, like, remembering you. Like I said, the coldest feeling. You be doing a market. There's a market I've done, like, 4 times. I always look for your booth. Bro, that makes me so happy to hear. You was looking for me? So. Oh, hold on. I gotta be for the young folk. So. Oh, shucks. So there be people out here, man. Because that video started to blow up that I commented under. And it reached somebody else in Wisconsin. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, like, that made my morning. It was like 6 a.m. Somebody said something. I remember seeing you. And I said, what? I like responded like probably like 6:10 or something like that in the morning. And they said, yeah, I'm going to follow. And I'm like, damn, that was like 40 seconds ago. They up. Like somebody else was just up on their phone. Like in real time, I seen that interaction. What time is it? See, I can't even see my clock. It's 8:35 because my clip in the way, but it's giving me some more light. This is literally my setup at night. I think we should just see my face more. We should just keep that angle. I got no sunlight. My backlight is dead because I need to get a new lamp. But I got this light over here, this desktop light. Why is this like, fill it in. My arm is getting tired. Desktop light. I got my generator over here, and then I've got my phone mount clip light. So I need like 3 lights to be able to see what I'm doing. I got a lighter day today. I forgot. I wanted to take my son to the library because his books were for renewal. And if you don't go to your library, go to your library more often. There's a lot of resources. And there's like a lot of craft resources. I need to make that clear. Abundantly clear. Check out your local library. You want to borrow a sewing machine? You might have a sewing machine at your library. I know they started getting funding for Cricut machines. And they got classes if you can find one. That's why you got to go to multiple libraries. Different resources. Free museum passes I've gotten before. Go support the library because then they can continue to have those resources because they track the numbers. You know they want to close the libraries, right? That's probably the next thing up. So make sure you support your library. I need to go today. I gotta see where my energy at, honestly. I should go today so we can get some new bedtime books. Okay, it's moving along. Got a quarter of her head done, but it's already like 8. 8:30. That's usually when I start. I said, didn't I say before 9? I don't know if we'll get that done before 9. We probably get the afro done before the live is over. I don't know. Because my arm is getting tired. It's like my elbow. I can feel it. Whoo, thank you for the likes, y'all. I'm probably going to make a pizza for lunch. And we'll have like some fruits and veggies for our snacks, some carrots, till it's time to go get Carrie. And then it should be a chill evening. I ain't got no plans. I could go, or what should I do? Library is like, it's not up the street, but like it's kind of on the way back. I gotta kind of go off the main road and go towards the library. I need to do those books eventually this week, so I think I might do that. We'll do a library trip after school. Get him some snacks. I need to see how he's feeling, because I know I think he's getting a cold from the school. Ain't been around all these nasty kids. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I'm like, how we on our second cold already? Sniffling. Man. And we always be washing the hands at home. I just leave the step ladder out, so everything is like at level. I don't play about nastiness. Nasty. Cleaning the house. Bear was asking me, he said, I want to watch Scary Godmother. I was trying to look on for it because I found it on YouTube. He want to watch the Halloween special again. I said, oh, now you like it. Because I was watching it ever since he was a baby. And like this was like my childhood Halloween special that I looked forward to on Cartoon Network. But it's funny now he's like asking about it. So when we gonna watch it again? He is too funny. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'll show you the progress and then I'll put the camera back on me, because it's like I feel like people want to see my face talking rather than just my hands moving, because that kind of get boring. You don't see the expressions and stuff I be making. But whoa, that could have broke the cord. I got y'all on my charger. Trying to show you this. I move this. There we go. So I did like this much. All right. It may have, did it tilt? I can't tell. Here we go. I need to look at my list. That's what I keep forgetting to do, so I can keep y'all updated of where my inspiration is thinking of going. I don't know why. I think yesterday it was either yesterday or Saturday. I thought about tie-dyeing some more hoodies. I put some more hoodies aside. I think they're in this tote. My upcoming projects, I'll try to move and consolidate inside of like this tote I got sitting over here. And that's where I'll be stacking the orders when they're done. So it's a little area that I try to keep kind of clean, cluttered, you know. But I'm going to come out with some goods hoodies, some more goods hoodies. This is going to be the sickest job, okay? And it's going to be small, medium, large, and extra large. There'll be only 4 of a kind. And I need to pick my floss. I finally found a good Michaels, and I don't want to give away which Michaels because they finally have a decent selection. I think I might have been going to the ghetto one because the guy, like I told you, every time I go to Michaels, I always have to contact corporate because they can never figure it out. I ended up having just to pay because the guy, even the manager, wouldn't even help and assist in this. Michaels sends me in an email like a $15 I've gotten before and a $5 not store. Is this there's if they were trying to use it as a gift certificate, I guess it's just classified as a regular coupon. So they kept trying to put it in as gift certificate, and the money that my barcode on my phone, I'm holding my phone up, would not scan. This was an older dude. And then the manager came over. She wasn't even trying to help. She was younger. I'm like, bro, it's right here. Most of the time they have expiration dates. I contact corporate because when you get issued the coupon, it tells you the rules and regulations. This gift card or this coupon does not have an expiration date. I have it circled. I wish I could post a screenshot here, but I drew with my finger. I took a screenshot and I drew with my finger. This is why they saying I can't use it because it's expired, but it specifically says, or explicitly says, this thing does not expire. You can keep it in your wallet, your Apple wallet, as long as you want. You know why? Because I brought something from one Michael's. I go to a different Michael's to get something else. And I said, I had an issue with it last time, but let me see at this location if I can use it. My coupon was applied. So I'm just like, look, Michael's is ghetto. Michael's is ghetto. What are you doing, my brother? The bathroom always scares me too at Michael's. This is like clogged. There's so much going on. There we go. Okay, but I think we left off on upcoming projects I'm like kind of getting inspired to do. I definitely want to do another rug, but I think I need to get new clippers, low-key, bro. What the heck? All of my shit is like breaking this year. Broke my tote. I already told y'all, I set my freaking tote, my travel tote for markets. I took it out of my trunk, set it on the floor, cracked. Like it spider cracked and like the bottom of the tote just peeled down. I'm like, what? I've had this for like 4 years. My light back there, I just said, my magnifying light is broken. Like the cord is finicky. And I think my clippers for trimming my rugs, that clippers, something in it won't sit straight. So I'm like, I don't want it to affect the height of my rugs. If it's not like, there's like a little piece. I don't know if it's a minor thing or a major thing. So I may need new clippers. So a little hesitant to start a rug, but I really want to. But I need to buy new clippers. And I'm not even sure where tariffs are and how much clippers are going to cost. Because I got these at Michael's fairly cheap. When Michael's decided to be trendy. I'm calling them out. When Michael's decided to be trendy and carry rug stuff like back in 2022. And then I'm like, you just thought everybody stopped making rugs? No, I really find this like meditative, relaxing. I love making rugs. They just stopped carrying all the supplies for making rugs. Y'all not really a craft store. And Hobby Lobby, they don't got no Halloween stuff. I don't be really buying Halloween stuff. I brought some fall stuff I put up around the house. Like we got a fall wreath. I got like little ceramic pumpkins in the bathroom and in Carrie's room that I'll put up. But not necessarily Halloween. Hobby Lobby does not believe in Halloween. So you will not find any Halloween decor. They're like Christian. It's a Christian store. So very picky with the things that the selections that they have. All right, this is the next little box we're filling in. Coffee break. 8:49. Jeez, I'm like, I don't know if we'll finish before 9. I still have a little triangle, but we can give it our best shot. I forget what the sound. They had a little kid's voice. I've got this. I think that's what he was saying. I've got this. And he would, like, they would put that song or that sound, I've got this, and it would be to like football highlights, somebody getting tackled, I've got this, and an explosion or something. Or I think like a GUN sound effect. Can I get this done before 9? I've got this. I'll probably get this cube done. Alright. No, that looked like a hole. I had to pop those stitches. Posture check. Way back when, man, I'm old, teaching yoga, somebody, like a student, was telling me about there's like posture check buzzers you can get for the back of your neck. And once it feels you slouch in your posture, it'll zap you. Now, it gotta be bad. It gotta be bad if you need something to zap you. I'm like, I'm gonna do my best. Crack my spine. My left hip has always been tight, bro. But I can still do lotus. Isn't that crazy? Lotus pose. But this left hip has always been tight. And then I just think it got tight even more after pregnancy. My son wants to be a minion for Halloween. So I'm thinking maybe after the open house or after the Reiki we go shopping. I know you heard that. They got a tractor on the street. The birds. The birds are chirping. You remember that song? I really hated that song. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Okay. done with that section. Let me try to hold y'all. Now we just have this literal triangle to do. Woohoo! Yeah, we're gonna finish before 9:30 probably. Cause it's not even 9. Right on. Like how a video game would sound. I was watching Carrie play Resident Evil. I think he's playing 2 or something like that. Because I watched him play 4 before. He played a lot of them. I like scary video game plays. I like watching somebody play scary game. Don't work. Oh, doing work. I know. I'm watching this. It's like the big old monster guy. He can jump real high. This is how they would make video games. I'm like, bro is wildin'. That's not even fair. The big old monster guy, so I think it's Resident Evil 2. He's playing as the girl. It's pretty good graphics too. And the big old monster guy is jumping in the air. Like you'll run to one side of the city. You got to go in to different stores and just collecting stuff. And there's one store I said, look, you can see bro waiting outside. There's like one store he can't go in or something like that, where your character can kind of like pause for a moment and you just see bro, arms out to the side. Staring at you. I'm like, oh, bro is on dirt. He waiting. He's like, as soon as you get I'm lighting it up. Cause I'm like, bro, he just slapping the girl in the back of the head. Like you're trying to run. And bro is he's slapping. He got a thing to pull you at the ankles. I'm like, this ain't even fair. I don't know if he beat that level yet. But that's where we're at in that part of the video game. You see the bad guy just standing outside the window. That's how the creator said, let's make this part when he go in this store. Carrie took the long way around. I said, oh yeah, he on dirt, the monster. Carrie took the long way around. Okay, let me get down these steps. Here go bro, walking up the steps. Like, what? That isn't even fair. I'm going to cut here. It's shrinking, it's shrinking. I was at a dead end. So if I kind of box myself in, then I'll just cut and plop down in a new area. Did I tell y'all we gotta take the long way around because of construction? We gotta go the long way to school. Like, they just destroyed this whole street, bro. Like, why would you do that at the start of the school year? Who said this was a good idea? Okay, I'm not even gonna look at the clock. I'm gonna keep chatting. I might break that, honestly. If my body's like, kind of stand up, take a break. But I want to see what actual time I finish this, because we're really close. I'm hitting the table, so I don't really like this angle. and most of the frame is high. Now that I'm looking at the picture frame we're going to be doing next. I can feel it getting thick, so I'm spacing out my lines just a wee bit. No. All right. Yeah, I should probably end around 9:30, if not a little sooner. I gotta check some stuff, and I usually try to do bookkeeping when it's quiet, check emails, upload some documents, you know. And it's been weird, my phone hasn't been giving me all of my emails. So I'll get more emails shown on logging in desktop mode of viewing my Gmail. I'm like, why does that do that on all of my Gmail accounts? We're real close, y'all. Oh, I have to cut this piece. Real close. If I look at the chat or the screen, then I'll probably look at the time, and I'm not trying to look at the time. We're gonna finish early. I know that's right. Because I'm already feeling my back like, yo, you need to stand up, do a little dance, shake a little tail. I got about 2 rows, 2 real small rows. My yarn needs to give me some slack. Get these holes. Because I'm going to check it from the front. And if it looks thick from the front, then we good. I think we good. I'm going to put my thing right there. That's really low. All right. I think we good. Ta-da! What time is it? If it's just 9, that's wild. What is it? 9:01. That's pretty good. All of the black hair is done now. The top one. Woohoo! All of the afros are finished. That's what the black looks like. I'm like, it looks pretty full. I need to, thank you. Kind of twist it this way because this is just a really wide frame. Yeah, I need to stand up. But it looks pretty thick. I don't see no sparse spots. Probably just need to clip, you know, obviously the higher big loops. Those are just missed things. But I'll do that once I finish all of my rugs. So we have 4 rugs completed on this frame. We're going to be moving on to the picture frame, but I think I may end it here. Yeah, that's what they look like from the front. These are going to be mouse pads. They'll be available soon. Yeah, I need to do some, I'm going to keep this black yarn out. I need to do some computer work, admin work, if you will, emails, document stuff, like I was saying. So we got a little live. What is this? It's almost been an hour though. Yeah, like and subscribe. I'm gonna take some time because I just go straight from live to picking him up from school. So I want to take some me time actually this morning, now that the house is quiet, to just chill. All right. So I will see y'all later. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We should have a normal live. Thursday I won't be able to do a live. And I gotta see what's going on Friday. I may have a commitment. I need to contact this lady about yoga too. So I had to check my emails. I will see y'all in the next live, probably tomorrow. I usually go live. Spooky, scary time. I usually go live like 8 a.m. to like 9:40 ish. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.